Hey, what's up, people? Cody here again. Today, we're going to be going over the Dread Palace operations. We're going to be going through it as a tank, healer, and DPS. So, when you guys get summoned to the Dread Palace operations, you guys should be right outside the door. And when you get summoned, you're going to want to wait for your team because you are going to want to go in together. And after you guys go in together, dodge these enemies on your left, and you're just going to want to go through these little pipe pillar things right here. And the reason why I said before why you're all going to want to go in together is because of this enemy right here. This enemy will walk around, and if you guys are not fast enough, or if someone does go in the operations first, the guy could already be walked over, and you guys are going to have to fight and kill him, or waste a little bit of time, what some people don't like to do. Or if you are a character that can knock him out, you can go to knock him out, so your team can just walk right past. But I've seen some people just kill him right away. Some people completely dodge him, walk him away, or knock out. It's whatever your group wants to do. And then afterwards, you come to these people up in front. You just want to dodge them by going to the right. And then next, we're just going to set here. So after your team all builds up right here, two things are going to happen. You're either going to be playing as a tank or you're not. If you are playing as a tank, you probably just want to ask your team if you guys want to do a full wipe. So what a full wipe means, we're going to be wiping almost all the enemies in this area, or we're just going to be wiping the enemies in front of us, and then next we're going to go fight the boss. I did a full wipe in this operation, so that's what I'm going to show you guys now. And we're going to go and kill these group of enemies in our front. If you guys are not doing a full wipe, you guys are just going to go to our right to head down to the boss room. If you guys are doing a full wipe, we're going to go ahead and wipe these group of 3 enemies. We are not going to pull those 3 enemies on the side that we skipped. We will go ahead and pull this front guy in the middle, and we'll also pull the 3 people in the back. We'll try to fight them all in the back here. Then next, after you wipe them, we're going to go ahead and go in the front, and we're going to pull the big guy in the middle. And then next, we're also going to pull the 3 to our right or to your left, whatever which one you guys choose. And then next, we're just going to go ahead and kill them all. And then after we wipe them, that's when we're going to go ahead and kill our last group of enemies to our left or your right, whatever group you guys haven't killed. And after we've wiped the room, that's going to be our wipe. And those group of enemies in the front, we don't got to worry because we're just going to dodge them. So now we're just going to go ahead and go back down, and we're going to go ahead and head to the first boss room. This is where you guys would be at if you guys weren't doing a full wipe and you guys were just heading right into the boss room. So we're going to go ahead and just kill these 2 groups of enemies here. After we wipe them out, we're just going to kill the 2 group of enemies downstairs. And then we'll be at our first boss, Dread Master Bestia. Now, fighting Dread Master Bestia as a tank, this fight is really easy. All you're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and when the battle starts, we're just going to go and wait for the ads to spawn. We're going to go ahead and kill all the waves of ads. After we've killed all the waves of ads, and then after we've killed all the waves of ads, we're just going to go ahead and go on Bestia, and we're just going to start taking him down like he does. And then those yellow debuffs on the ground, you're just going to want to try to push the boss away from it. You're going to want to pull in any ads that spawn, and then eventually you'll just take out the Dreadmaster Bestia, and then that's all you guys have to do for a tank is this fight. Now, fighting Dreadmaster Bestia as DPS, all we're going to do is we're just going to wait till the tank starts to fight. We're going to go ahead and kill all the waves of ads that spawn. And then when you have killed all the ad waves that have spawned, you'll be able to attack Bestias. Now, either you or your teammate will have a debuff that looks like this. And you also have a red AoE circle under you. You're just going to want to go ahead and walk away from the team like my teammate did here. And then next you're just going to want to go back to attacking the boss. And that's all you have to worry about as a DPS against Dreadmaster Bestias. Now, as a healer, this fight's pretty straightforward as a healer. You just got to make sure everybody's health is topped off. There's no special mechanics to worry about. Just use your heals over time. Get ready to use a big group heal when you see a lot of area effects. And as long as you're healing the group and you're avoiding the red circles on the ground, that's all you have to do as a healer on this fight. And then after that, Dreadmaster Bestias will be killed. Now all we're going to do is we're just going to head to the next boss. So we're going to go out the same way we came. And this time, we're just going to go ahead and just go straight ahead across the way. And then after we go down, we're going to go ahead and skip these ads down here to the side. Just going to go ahead and fight these front ones. And then we're going to go ahead and fight these next 3 at the end. And then after we've killed all of them, then we'll be on Dreadmaster Tyrants. So for Dreadmaster Tyrants as a tank, you're going to want to go ahead and just stand here until one of your team pulls the boss. And then when they pull the boss, you're going to want to aggro him on this square here. Now, at some point when you're fighting the boss, either you or your teammate will have a red circle under them. So when you do, all you're going to want to do is just walk away from the boss. What it will do is it will get rid of the platform that is under you. So that's why you just want to walk away from the boss, and then you want to re-pull the boss back over there in the corner. And if you do fall down, you can go ahead and just click the big obelisk in the middle, and that will shoot you back up. And that's all you have to worry about as a tank in the boss. Just make sure you're taking him in the side corner. If you see a big red circle under you, just walk away from the boss so you don't destroy the platform. And then that's it. And then eventually you'll have Dreadmaster Tyrants killed. So as DPS, this is a pretty simple fight. Wherever your tank decides to tank the boss, you're going to go ahead and fight him. And make sure if you see the big red AoE circle like you just did there on my teammate, just walk away, because if you don't, it will destroy the platforms. And if you fall down, just click the obelisk in the middle to get back up. And you also see a big AoE fire that'll come from the ground. Just stay away from that. And that's all you really have to worry about as DPS against Dreadmaster Tyrannus. And as a healer, this fight is really straightforward. You just want to make sure you keep your team topped off, just like in the last fight. If you have a AoE circle on you, make sure you don't get rid of a platform that you need. And then also make sure you stay out of any AoE fires that come up. And if you do somehow fall down, just click the middle obelisk to get back up. That's really all you have to do as a healer against this fight. It's super easy. And then after we kill Dreadmaster Tyrannus, we're just going to go back the way we came. Those people we don't have to worry about because they'll disappear. And again, we're going to dodge those people we skipped last time in the front. And we're just going to go ahead and just head up here to go fight Dreadmaster Calphayus. So we're going to go ahead and just kill these small ads here in the front. And next we're going to go ahead and head back down. We're going to go ahead and kill the next waves of ads. And then next we'll be at Dreadmaster Calphayus. And now when fighting Dreadmaster Calphayus, if you're a DPS and healer, you're going to want to stand where our team is in the back. And if you're tank, you're just going to want to pull him to you. When he gets to your team, he will put down a red debuff on you. And whoever has it around, you're just going to want to walk out because it'll do damage to your team and a lot of damage to your tank. But if you're strong enough, you guys can just DPS it down. Afterwards, everybody's going to want to head to the blue portal. And then that'll teleport you to a new area where you guys will fight Dreadmaster Calphayus again. You guys just want to DPS him down. Pretty easy fight here, nothing to really worry about. And then after he gets to about 5% HP, you will throw up a crystal somewhere on the map that you guys want to DPS the ads down. And then as a healer, you just want to make sure you heal the crystal. And then there'll be a few more ads to spawn. And after you guys defeat all the ads, whoever wants to can go ahead and grab the crystal. And then next you'll bring it to the one of the 4 edges where the yellow beam is. That looks like this to here. And after you get done with that, you'll fight him again. And as a tank, you're just going to want to drag him back. And if you're a DPS and healer, again, we're just going to fight him in this corner. And then after you guys DPS him down, we'll throw up another shield on him. And we'll split by frame. So what that means is if you're on the left side, like I am here, you're going to go in the blue portal. And if you're on the right side, you're going to go in the orange portal. So if you guys go which frame you're in, frame by frame, we're going to be looking at the orange portal first. We're going to be fighting Dreadmaster Calphayus again. And when we start attacking him, he will jump either to the back or to the front, left or right side. And for us, you jump to the front right side. And then next, we're just going to say in chat, front right side. And when you're in the orange portal, you will see a blue circle around the crystal. That's where Calphayus on the yellow side jumped to. So you're going to want to kill the blue crystal and then go back to attacking him and rinse and repeat, or you guys can just read in chat where they said. In this playthrough, they said back right, so next we're going to be going to back right. And then next you're just going to rinse and repeat. And then after you defeat Calphayus again, he will then spawn you back to the beginning, and that's when you just take him out and you'll kill him. And that's all you have to do for this boss, and we'll start moving on to the next one. So, all we're going to do is we're just going to go back to where we came. We're going to go back up the stairs again. And we're just going to run across the way. And now for these guys, when you're the tank, you're going to want to try to attack the back one while the rest of your team attacks the front one. I misclick here, and I had accidentally attacked the front one. But we were still able to make it through because they'll deal mass damage if you don't try to split them up. And then next, you're just going to want to do the same thing for the next 2. You just want to try to split them up from your team. And then that's all you have to do for these 2 guys. And then next will be at the next boss fight, Dreadmaster Raptus. And then when your battle first starts, as a tank, you're going to want to try to face him towards the chair and away from your team if you can. And then after you guys start attacking him a little bit, he will summon you into a big room. Now as a tank, you're going to go ahead and grab the purple crystal. So you and the other tank, or you and another person, are going to be grabbing the purple crystal. And when you grab the purple crystal, you're going to have a purple square above your head. And then next, you're going to want to run over to the purple crystal, and you're going to want to stand behind it. And that's when you're going to want to start fighting and tanking the boss. When the boss gets to about 75% HP, he'll start to spin. The other person who grabbed the purple crystal is going to go inside the tank door. And you are going to just start running around. You don't want to go near him because he'll just keep on spinning to win. And then after your team starts to come out, you're going to want to go back to that purple crystal you were just at. And you're going to want to start fighting him again there. Do the same thing again. Start fighting him. And then eventually you'll be able to re-pick up the purple crystal again. And then next you're going to want to rerun back over to the purple crystal so you can start fighting him over there. Now the reason why you want to fight him on the purple crystal is I wasn't too close this time and he flew me off the bridge and almost flew me onto the arena. So that's why you want to make sure you're standing right next to at least one of the crystals so the boss doesn't fling you off. And then after he gets to about 5% HP, he will shield up again. And then the person who did not go in the door is now going to go inside the door, so that's going to be me. And then when you're inside the door, all you got to do here as a tank is you just got to survive. Just survive, eventually you'll be able to walk outside the door again. And then next you can go kill the boss. And that's all you have to do for a tank against Dreadmaster Raptus. Next, we're going to be fighting Dreadmaster Raptus as DPS. So when the fight first starts, we're just going to be facing the opposite way that our tank is facing. And then after that, he will teleport us to a big room. We're going to go ahead and take the red crystal, which is for DPS. And that will put a cube up above our heads. And then afterwards, we'll just wait a few seconds until his shield comes off. After his shields come off, his tank should face him towards one of the crystals. And you're just going to face the opposite way of him so you guys don't get pushed back by that big AoE skill. And then after he gets to about 70% HP, that's when we'll go ahead and do our challenge. So we'll go ahead and run to the DPS door, which is going to be the run with the DPS symbol on there. And then all we're going to do is we're just going to kill the ad as fast as possible. And then after we kill the ad, we're going to go back out. We're going to wait for him to stop spinning. And then we'll start fighting him again until he gets to about 50%, 40% HP. That's when we'll pick up the red crystal, which will put up a red cube above our heads. We'll go ahead and fight him and get him down to about 10% HP to like 15% HP. We'll go right to the red door again, do our DPS door. We'll go ahead and do our challenge. We'll go ahead and kill the ad. So we can go come back out, wait for Raptus to stop spinning. And then after he stops spinning, that's when we can go ahead and kill him. And he'll probably be pushed back up to the purple tower before you guys kill him. And then after that, that's all you have to do for Raptus as a DPS. So, playing as a healer against Dreadmaster Raptus, at the start, you're just going to want to heal people, and then eventually you'll go inside the big room. You're going to want to grab yourself the green crystal, which will give a green cube above your head. And then next, you're just going to wait until his shields go down, and then next, your team's going to start DPSing him. You're just going to stay back and heal your team. Eventually, you'll be able to go through the green door, the healer green door, which is the door I'm going through here. Once you get inside, all you're going to do is just going to keep the guy alive. You spam all your heals on him. Keep him alive. Eventually, you'll be able to go back outside the door. Here, I got stuck, so I wasn't able to go outside the door because I was too slow. That's what can happen sometimes. And then I'm going to wait back in here until I'm able to go back out, which should be now. And then again, I'm just going to go back up. I'm going to get myself the green crystal again. Wait for the boss fight to happen again. Heal my team up whenever they need the heals. Wait till the shield goes back up again. Go back to the green door. Re-heal the ad. Go back out if you can. And then your team should be able to kill the boss. And that's all you really have to do for a healer against Dreadmaster Raptus. Playing as a healer is really easy in this one. Alright, so now after we kill him, we're just going to go right back through the portal again. Go back the same way that we came, right through the door. Up the stairs. And then next we're going to go up the stairs again. We're going to go ahead and fight these 3 ads in front of us. After we kill them, we're going to go up the stairs. And then next, we're going to go ahead and be on the final boss, the Dread Council. So, playing as a tank against the Dark Council. So when it starts, your team is going to be tagging Bestia first. And then after Bestia gets to about 50% HP, that's when Calphayus will come down. and you're going to go ahead and just tank him away from your team, because that's when Raptus will also come down. So you're going to go ahead and just pull Calphayus. You're going to go ahead and just walk him around because he'll summon an AoE circle that comes down. And you're just going to wait until your team gets the rest of the bosses to 50% HP. And then your team will come help you get Calphayus to 50% HP. So after he gets to 50% HP, everybody's going to go in the middle, and lightning is going to be summoned in the middle. Then that's when Dreadmaster Brontus will spawn. You're going to go ahead and try to tank Brontus and the frog at the same time. Your DPS is going to be killing the frog, and then afterwards help you kill Brontus. And then after Brontus is killed, we're going to do the same thing we just did last time all over again. So the team will go on Bestia, and then after Bestia is killed, that's when Calphayus and Raptus will spawn. You're just going to stay on Calphayus, and then your team will kill Raptus, and then after both of them are dead, they will both spawn in the middle. You will kill both the Dread Masters, and then after that, that will be the Dark Council as a tank. Now we're going to go through the Dread Council as the DPS and healer. So our order is going to be BRTC, and that stands for Bestia, Raptus, Tyrans, and last but not least, Calphayus. So when the fight starts, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get Bestia to 50% HP, and then he will go back up on his chair. And then as a healer, all you're going to do is just keep the heals up, make sure you keep the team up. It's pretty simple as a healer in this fight. And then after that, Calphayus will come down, and then a few seconds later, Raptus will come down, and we're going to go ahead and get Raptus to 50% HP. And then next, that's where we're going to go to Tyrants. So we're going to go ahead and get him to 50% HP. And then same thing as before, same thing with the healer, just keep the heals up on everybody. And then we're going to go ahead and help our tank get Calphayus to 50% HP. And then after that, lightning will spawn in the middle. So everybody's going to go to the middle. And then Brontus will spawn with the dog. We're going to go ahead and kill the dog first. And then after the dog dies, that's when we can go ahead and kill Brontus. And then again, we'll go ahead and fight Bestia again. We'll go ahead and kill him. And then after we kill him, that's when we'll go next to Raptus, while our tank Calphayus is busy. And then after we kill Raptus, the other two will go to the middle, and that's when we kill Tyrans. And then next we kill Calphayus next. And same thing with the healer. All you gotta do is just keep everybody's heals up. After you do that, that is DPS and healer for the Dark Council. And then we complete the Dread Palace. And that's how we do the Dread Palace operations on story mode. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys want to see next. And I'll see you guys in the next one.